Hello, good morning. I'm Jeffrey Mills, the new president of the California Institute of Advanced Management. And what a professional gift for me to be able to lead such a stellar school, founded on the intellectual capital of Peter Drucker, and committed to a management philosophy that will help ensure that you are excellent professionals, able to drive results with empathy and kindness, good members of your communities, able to build and sustain a functioning society, family members who care for those you love and help grow them to become responsible, and excellent citizens who can make positive contributions to the body politic. These are noble goals for CIAM, and we are proud that taken together, they allow us to offer an education where management matters. This is the work which we, all of us here at CIAM, all of the professionals are dedicated to every day. We provide an outstanding education set within an environment of empathy, student care, and support. However, this day is about your success in achieving a remarkable goal. Earning a graduate degree from an accredited institution is a laudable accomplishment which only few obtain. In fact, only about 13% of the population have earned such degrees, and this is a unique status which places you in rarefied company. So my hearty and heartfelt congratulations to you, to those that support you, to everyone that you're connected with on a notable achievement. Having now completed a rigorous course of study, the question before you is, what next? What do you intend to do with this education? And to help you answer this question, I have a challenge for you, 4 challenges actually, which will occupy your professional lives, your personal lives for the next 4 decades. This education comes with an obligation to yourself, to your organizations, to the greater society. And I would be remiss in my role as an educator if I did not challenge you to use this new degree, your new human capital, to do the following. First, to lead your organizations to success by deploying management that matters to create healthy, productive environments, work cultures, to grow your employees, to attain the best that they can be, to be responsible to drive organizational results and performance, i.e. people and profit. Secondly, to contribute positively to a better functioning society by ensuring organizational integrity and care for all stakeholders, including the climate. So we now have the trinity of people, profit, and planet. And to strengthen and grow your communities to make sure that they operate with success, that they're healthy, and that your communities can also give back to society at large. And with this trinity of challenges before you, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you into the community of educated men and women.
President Mills, distinguished guests, staff, and faculty, on behalf of the CIM Board of Trustees, I am proud to celebrate your accomplishments upon the completion of our master's degree program. You have achieved an important life milestone, one that will serve as a strong foundation for your continued growth, both professionally and personally. Congratulations to you. Now, speaking for the Board of Trustees and acting in their behalf, I authorize President Mills to confer the Master of Business Administration degree upon the candidates, as approved by the Dean and the faculty of the California Institute of Advanced Management.
Good afternoon to the 2023 graduates of CIAM, and congratulations on receiving your degree. It's a real honor for me to be with you on such an exciting day and to talk about a subject that's close to my heart, which is living the Drucker values in creating your future. So I'm going to talk about creating your future really on a day-by-day basis in the here and now, but kind of while you're grounded in the present moment. And I think that will make it much more understandable to bring a topic that can seem very amorphous and bring it really down to a concrete level. So I'll briefly describe my own personal involvement with Peter Drucker over the years, which involved a number of interviews with him and also writing 2 books about him, which has been a great, great privilege of my life. And I would also like you to think of Peter Drucker as a role model. Now, I know that some people might say, well, he reached these incredible heights as a professional. He received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the nation's highest civilian honor. He wrote more than 40 books, 40 books, which sold millions of copies worldwide. However, I think if we can just aim for even a very small part of those accomplishments, we'll be doing really quite well. And let's not forget that Drucker himself, just like you, or the position you were in until yesterday, was once a grad student. It was a long time ago, but he was once a grad student, and he was figuring out how to make his way in the world. And so let's step back and remember that he was born in Austria. He went to college and grad school in Germany. He worked in England for a while, and then he didn't come to the United States until he was about 28 years old. And I think also something that's important to remember is that this great career that he had as a writer and a teacher and a consultant really didn't take off until he was in his 30s and 40s. So I think that's something that's very instructive that we should all keep in mind. And so given CIAM's emphasis on Peter Drucker's work, it's just such an honor for me, a particular honor for me to speak to you today. And it's also a full circle moment for me. And the reason I say that is because my involvement with the Drucker world goes back to 1986, right around this time in 1986, when I was a graduate student in a management class at Catholic University of America in Washington, D.C., in a library and information science program, so a Master's of Information, Library and Information Science program. And the textbook for that course was Drucker's book, which came out around the mid-70s, called Management, Tasks, Responsibilities, Practices. And what I read in that book spoke to me on a very deep level. His keen powers of observation really came out. And he was able to holistically weave in a number of subjects with management. He weaved in philosophy, religion, art, history, education, literature. And so what I came to realize later that this was a precursor to something that you at CIAM know a lot about because you've studied it a lot, which is management is a liberal art. And this idea of the ability to see and understand situations from multiple perspectives. And so where this first really came out for me was in reading this book, which, as I said, just spoke to me on a really deep and profound level. And so the following year, I became a librarian and a researcher at USA Today newspaper. And because I also had a lot of writing experience, later on in the 90s, I started writing about business and management books, and Peter Drucker's books became kind of a specialty for me. And I wrote about books about Drucker and also books that he himself wrote. And the worlds of Drucker and libraries further intertwined for me in the year 2002, when he was the keynote speaker at a major library conference in Los Angeles. Now, I interviewed him for a USA Today feature story for 4 hours in his hotel room the night before, and also in a Japanese restaurant. This was at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles. And so that emboldened me really, and then doing that feature story emboldened me to start on a book about Drucker and how knowledge workers could apply his philosophies. And that book was published 7 years later. So it took a lot of persistence and a lot of diligence. And unfortunately, Peter had passed away 4 years before that. So he didn't live to see either of my books. But as I said, I interviewed him not only for USA Today, but for those books as well. And so as we consider things like management is a liberal art and the things that you've learned at CIAM over the years, what I wanted to do today was bring in what I feel is some of Drucker's most timeless and valuable values, 5 values that we're going to talk about, and kind of say what they are very briefly and how they relate to you. And so the first is this bedrock value of integrity that Drucker had, and that really nothing else is, unless you have that integrity, of course, engenders trust. Until you have that, you really can't go anywhere beyond that. And I would say that would go for, we're really talking about individuals today, but that certainly goes for organizations as well. And the other thing about that is just having personal values in the first place and knowing what they are and knowing how they relate to your work. And the second value is effectiveness. And some of you may know that one of his classic books is called The Effective Executive. And so to me, that's an umbrella term. I put Drucker sort of sub-values within that, like workmanship, diligence, which I mentioned before, being conscientious, and also building a robust body of work, whatever form that may take. For Drucker, it was books and articles and the results of maybe his consulting, what students learn from him. So, but I think it's important for people today to remember that about what is going to be your body of work and how are you going to add to it on kind of a day-by-day, year-by-year basis. Also within in that is this idea of multidimensionality, which is, he called it, in one of our interviews, he called it living in more than one world. And so we liked this like so much that it became the theme and the title of my first book. But one of the benefits of that is that this is what Drucker told me in one of the interviews, was that if you have a setback in one area of life, any one area, if you have multiple areas going on, then it would not be as severe as it might have been otherwise. So the third value is generosity, and that's in things like helping other people, collaborating with other people, related things like teaching and mentoring. There are a number of people that I found during my research who I interviewed who considered Drucker to be his mentor. And of course, things like pro bono work and volunteering. The fourth is lifelong learning, which can either be formal learning or self-study. Now, Drucker did self-study quite a bit over the years. And when I interviewed him for that USA Today story in Los Angeles, I asked him to give me an example of one of his self-study. And he told me that he was wrapping up a self-study of rereading all of Shakespeare's plays. So not reading, mind you, but rereading. And also very quickly related to that, of this learning and sort of building in your own learning, a man named T. George Harris, who was somebody else I interviewed for the book, he had a great article 30 years ago in 1993 in Harvard Business Review, and he said another way that Drucker learned was from his network of clients and students. And he kept in touch with his students over the years. So he would learn from all the ideas that those people had. The fifth value is communication. How do people learn about your work? How do they understand your work? Do you use clear and concise language? And this goes for both writing and for speaking. And of course, Drucker was a master at this in both of those things. It's also another thing related to that with Drucker is how do you get to the world beyond your 4 walls? He did not like people being insular and worrying, as important as it was, what's going on in your organization, that you had to kind of get beyond those 4 walls. And related to that, somebody else I interviewed for the book, a man named John Flaherty, who had been a Drucker student at NYU, New York University in the 60s, and who considered Drucker a mentor. And John later became the dean of the business school at Pace University in New York. And when I interviewed him, he had a great book called Peter Drucker, Shaping the Managerial Mind. And I interviewed him for a USA Today story in 1999. And he said something I thought was quite interesting, which was that in the classroom, now he's talking about in the 60s, and I doubt this changed very much over the years, but he talked about that in the classroom, Drucker had kind of a heavy German accent. And so people had to adjust a little bit, but he also had a lot of charm, and he respected how people, he respected the commitments that they made and the sacrifices that they made. So I hope today that you will think about all the things you've learned at CIAM. You'll think about these Drucker values that I just enumerated. And, beyond the excitement of today, when the excitement wears off a little bit and you move into the rest of your life tomorrow, that you'll keep these things in mind. So thank you again for the opportunity to speak to you. And I wish you all the best success in the days and the years ahead.
Congratulations to all of you on this tremendous achievement. We are so very proud of you. You've completed an MBA at California Institute of Advanced Management. You've become a self-determined leader, capable and trained in influencing change, not only in your workplace, with the teams that you work with, the organizations in which you serve, but also in the community and society at large. The number of case studies, group projects, and consulting projects in the local businesses in the communities that we serve are going to separate you from the pack. Those experiences have prepared you to excel in any industry that you choose. Know how very proud of we are, and congratulations on this tremendous achievement.
Welcome, graduating class of 2023. I've done this for 10 years now, sending off our graduates. And every time I do it, I think about how much I'm going to miss the ones I've had the privilege to teach. But what I'll say to all of you, and what makes this a special institution for me to teach at, is that you've come here from all over the world, each of you for his or her own reasons. But I know that some of you are probably going to stay here. And what I want to say to you is that it was people like you who gave truth to the phrase, America is a great country, if ever there were any truth to it. People coming here to build a life for themselves. But whether you go back to your motherland or stay here in the United States, for the most part, you were a bunch of great students, and it was a pleasure and a privilege to teach you. And I wish you a life full of blue skies and green lights going forward. Congratulations.
Dear fellow graduates, faculty members, and guests, it's an honor to address you as the valedictorian of the CIAM MBA class of 2023. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to first express our gratitude to the faculty and staff who've worked tirelessly to guide us through the past 2 years. As we prepare to embark on the next chapter of our lives, I would like to remind everyone of the immense privilege and responsibility that comes with holding an MBA degree. We've been equipped with a set of skills and knowledge that will enable us to make a positive impact in our respective fields. Throughout my time at CIAM, I've had the privilege of working alongside exceptional classmates on numerous projects, each with unique backgrounds and experiences in various industries. The diversity of thought and perspectives that my peers brought to the table have been invaluable in shaping my own understanding of the business world. I've also been fortunate enough to learn from a group of distinguished professors who've dedicated their careers to both teaching and leading in the business world. Their years of practical experience have been instrumental in helping me bridge the gap between theory and practice. As we move forward, let us never forget the lessons that we've learned at CIAM. Let us remain humble, curious, and committed to lifelong learning. Let us embrace diversity, inclusivity, and empathy in everything we do, and let us always strive to make a positive difference in the world, no matter how small. Finally, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates on this incredible achievement. We've worked hard, overcome challenges, and forged lifelong connections along the way. Let's take a moment to celebrate our accomplishments and look forward to the exciting opportunities that lie ahead. Thank you and congratulations once again to the CIAM MBA class of 2023.
Michael Albuquerque, Rebecca Ballard, 可人陈、义山陈、燕陈、郝野 Chen、佩玲江、Mariana Corella Zelaya, Uvi Deshmukh.
Congratulations from the Student Success Department.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
We're so proud of you, class of 2023. Yes, fantastic.
Hi, my name is Jan, and congratulations for every student gonna graduate in this year. And so happy you're learning some experience and important knowledge in CIAM. I hope in the future you will find something you are dreamed to, and congratulations.
金星馆、意涵、梅心涵、韦晨徐、智雅黄、侯中 Kim、苏冰 Polk、子晴林、大华 Johnny Law Zambrano.
Congratulations, CIAM graduates. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Congratulations, graduates. We're so glad you're part of the CIM team.
We wish you so much success on all of your future endeavors and your continued professional development.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, graduates.
Hang Li, Henan Li, Yi Li, Li Feng Liang, Zihan Lim, 郑国林、佩宇林、地刘、秦兰路。
Hello everyone, I'm Salvino Lewis. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications here at CIAM. And I want to thank each and every one of you on such a high achievement. And I wish each and every one of you nothing but success in your future career endeavors.
Congratulations, fellow brads. We did it. Great job.
香原善、子言商、伊莲帅、平平王、道心行、博文玄、任单于、剁章、小茶章。
Congratulations, grads. Hope you will have a bright future.
Congratulations from the Admissions Department.
We are so proud of you.
Please come back and visit us.
Hello and welcome to graduation ceremony at the California Institute of Advanced Management. My name is Dr. Frank Gandolfi and I am a distinguished professor of management here at this reputable institution, California Institute of Advanced Management. It's a very exciting day. It's a very exciting day for all of us, but most importantly, it's a wonderful day for you and your loved ones, your families and your friends and so on. And what a day to celebrate this momentous event. your graduation. It's a milestone in your life, a milestone in your learning, and we are very, very proud of you for what you have achieved over the last 2 years. And on behalf of the California Institute of Advanced Management, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank you for your dedication to your studies. I would like to thank you for your loyalty towards us and your trust in developing you and letting us teach you about the wonderful world of management, business management. So I know it's been a long journey for you. 2 years is a long time, but you have every reason to celebrate. And we are here to celebrate with you. It's an exciting day for us as well at the California Institute of Advanced Management. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations for all your successes and for your dedication towards your work. This is your day. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best in your future ahead. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. I am so excited that you achieved your MBA. A lot of people ask you for the secretness to happiness. And you're not going to tell them it's wealth, power, or love. What you're going to tell them after you finish your MBA is the growth that you achieved on completing something. So happiness comes from progress. And I'm excited for you that you set a goal to complete your MBA and you achieved that goal. And you're becoming a better person in the process. This is one of the keys to a joyous and meaningful life. Congratulations on your MBA. I am so excited for you. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, you can always come back and ask me for help or recommendations. Congratulations again. I'm excited for you.
Dear graduates, congratulations on reaching this important milestone in your life. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have paid off, and you should be very proud of your accomplishments here. As you move forward, I encourage you to take what you have learned here and apply them to your future endeavors. Remember to stay curious, never stop learning, and continue to strive for excellence. Most importantly, always find ways to create positive impacts in your community. Once again, congratulations on this wonderful achievement, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Hello, graduating class of 2023. My name is Q Banjai. I am your instructor for Accounting 501. I know you've learned a lot. You're ready to take on the real world. You will make us proud. You will make yourself proud because you are ready. Congratulations, and please have fun out there and conquer the world. Bye.